you have had the full circle of starting a company, making billions of dollars in revenue, taking the company public, and now starting your next venture. What's your take on funding and investments in VCs?
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Outside funding provides speed to market and speed for growth. And we definitely experienced that at GoTo and in a couple other situations I've been involved with. I personally find it challenging to have the VC folks on my back, because unless they're people who really understand the industry and the opportunity, you're going to spend a lot of time explaining things to them that are basically job description. So we've protected ourselves from that so far, but that will change in a little while, and I'll tell you why or how. The investors are myself and two other close-in investors who I know well from previous business engagements and who add real value. They understand the opportunity, who I can be very vulnerable with, ask questions. And so it's really it's like dating, right? It's a great relationship. And I don't feel like I'm spending all my time explaining how you make a handbag. I would like us to grow faster now. And so we are going to be talking to investors, but there are three things that will be important for me. It's still dating, and they have to be people, I'm choosing them as much as they're choosing me. And to be frank, we have an extraordinary opportunity and they'll be darn lucky to be a part of it. And we take that stance. You know, it really has to go back to TL, trust, like, and respect. Secondly, we're trying to think about it as, because right now we actually are almost exclusively working on earned media. So most of our traffic is coming in unpaid. That was just a choice we made. So this goes back to growth. Part of the funds would be for just growth now that we're better understanding the right places to get our client. For example, Facebook is a debacle for us, so we just avoid it. And helping at this point become much more expedient in our customer acquisition. But thirdly, funding allows us to try other channels, to run tests on other channels to further grow our business. So whether it's our stylist channel or doing some prototyping on some software that we've seen use as a SaaS model. So I take the mindset that it not only helps us grow bigger, faster for the current business, but it gives us the opportunity to explore and test and build some working prototypes for the future of our business as well.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Excellent. So Stephanie, tell us about this. You spoke about your investors, and so you're now going to be raising more funds, you said. And how do you, some of my clients, for example, who have raised funds, their primary job becomes raising funds, and it's a full-time job, and then managing the expectation of the investors. I mean, everybody on calls, do this, do that, and you become an employee eventually and don't remain a co-founder anymore. So how do you balance that out? I mean, because it's a full-time job to raise funds. And so where are you spending your time, and how much time does it require to raise funds for D2C?
Yep. I mean, to be honest, I brought in a couple folks that I thought were really going to take a lot off my back. And the last few months were not as streamlined as I hoped. Let's just say, in terms of, my getting out of some of the real day-to-day. So it's something that's on my mind all the time. And I literally have to just block out days where I don't come in. I shut the phone, I close the computer, and I just work on, whatever the issue at hand is, the projections or the outreach, or the conversations that we're having. And I'm trying not to make it 100%, because at the end of the day, we're small enough where I still need to have a presence here, but try to contain it so that, I'm working with the team in the morning, whether it's physically as I am today or remotely, and then blocking out 8 hours or 10 hours where I can just work exclusively. I'm one of these people who doesn't work very well in snatches. So I end up wasting time if I have 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. I try to have a list of things that if I have 15 minutes, I can do, just so I'm not thinking, okay, what do I do with this 15 minutes? Because, you can blow hours and hours when you have snatches of 15 minutes around meetings. But really, for me, I need to be fully immersed. So I really block out windows where I can be exclusively dedicated to whatever the issue is. In this case, it's fundraising.
Okay, wonderful, excellent.